just announced the newest hypersonic cruise missiles. The Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile program will continue to be developed thanks to a $1 billion contract awarded to U.S. defense major Raytheon Technologies on September 22nd. But before we get into details, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Weapons classified as hypersonic move between 1 and 5 miles per second, or 5 to 25 times the speed of sound. Weapons would be classified as subsonic or supersonic below these speeds, but above these speeds, the atmosphere's molecules split apart, forming a plasma, making control and communication challenges. Even while directed energy weapons like lasers can travel at faster speeds, they belong to a different class of weapons. At the moment, China, India, Russia, and the US have produced fully operational hypersonic weapons in the shape of glide vehicles, ballistic missiles, railguns, and air-breathing cruise missiles, each with their own autonomous projects and the ability to sustain continuous hypersonic combustions. To secure the contract, Raytheon Technologies outbid Lockheed Martin and Boeing. As a result, it is now in a strong position to take the lead among suppliers of hypersonic cruise missiles to the USAF. The HACM is an air-launched scramjet-powered hypersonic weapon that is designed to be deployed at standoff ranges in contested situations to endanger important areas. The Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, or HACM, is moving closer to being an operational weapon that might be used in a fight with the most recent announcement. According to a press release, the program involves, quote, HACM weapon system design, development, and first delivery through the performance of model-based critical design review, qualification, integration, manufacture, and testing. By March 2027, the service hopes to develop a combat-ready HACM weapon. For the U.S. military, hypersonic weapons are essential. They can move while in flight, which makes them difficult for enemies to track and shoot down, and allows them to travel at speeds several times that of sound. Vice Admiral Ron Boxall, Director for Force Structure, Resources, and Assessment on the Joint Staff, testified before Congress in March 2022 that the missile will be used on F-15 fighter jets in 2027. According to reports, the HACM can be installed on fighter and bomber aircraft. Also, a Congressional Research Service report claims that a B-52 can transport 20 or more HACMs. The Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, according to Mary Petrosyan, president of Northrop Grumman Defense Systems, presents a new class of vital strategic weapons for the American military. He added that their scramjet propulsion technology ushers in a new era of weapons that are quicker, more durable, and capable. Additionally, the Air Force has shown a strong interest in the HACM program and has filed a $316.8 million budget request for fiscal year 2023, an increase of almost $257 million from the previous year. The U.S. military has accelerated the development of hypersonic weapons in response to China and Russia's quick development of such weapons. The Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle and the Zircon hypersonic anti-ship and land attack missile have already been deployed by Moscow. Russia's military minister, Sergei Shoigu, previously said that the country's non-nuclear deterrence capability would be based mostly on hypersonic weapons. The U.S. is currently developing various types of hypersonic weapons. This includes glide vehicles launched by rockets before gliding to a ground target, and cruise missiles with scramjet-powered engines. The GM-183A Air-Launched Rapid Response Missile, or ARRW, a hypersonic weapon blasted into the stratosphere before gliding to its target, is being tested by the service. At least 5 hypersonic weapons projects are being worked on by the U.S. Army, Navy, and Air Force. 4 further projects are being worked on by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA. Partnership with Australia. The Australian government is working together to develop the Hypersonic Assault Cruise Missile, or HACM. The South Cross Integrated Flight Research Experiment is a multi-year bilateral project agreement that the U.S. Air Force and Australia signed in 2020 to develop air-breathing hypersonic cruise missile prototypes. The service then awarded 15-month SciFire contracts to Raytheon, Boeing and Lockheed Martin in June 2021 for the completion of conceptual designs for a hypersonic cruise missile. The two nations want to continue working together in the future. The US and Australia would keep working together on HACM design and development under the Sci-Fire Agreement, according to a news release from the Air Force. As part of the ongoing partnership, HACM will conduct its initial comprehensive flight testing using Australia's test facilities. The development of hypersonic weapons in the US has been severely impeded by a lack of testing facilities. To address the paucity of testing facilities, lawmakers and DoD officials are looking into options to increase testing facilities. Glide Phase Interceptor. Launched into the sky, a hypersonic boost glide missile glides at hypersonic speeds before impacting its target. The missile's glide phase, just before its final high-speed drop, is when there is the best potential to intercept it. That is what the Glide Phase Interceptor seeks to do. The MDA has recently created high-tech hypersonic weapons tracking satellite, the Hypersonic, and ballistic tracking space sensor, to which the GPI may eventually be connected with. The concept is based on the need to build a continuous track on a swiftly moving hypersonic missile, from launch through remote control to satellite missile monitoring technology, as well as target detail networking. The interceptors would be launched from Navy Aegis ballistic missile defense ships and integrated into the Aegis weapons system as a part of the layered missile defense system employed by the Missile Defense Agency. The threat posed by Chinese and Russian hypersonic weapons has recently caused the US to become more anxious, especially considering that it trails behind the two with its hypersonic weapon still in development and testing phases. When China tested its Hypersonic Glide Vehicle, or HGV, in July 2021, U.S. military authorities expressed considerable concern. The glide vehicle traveled around 24,800 miles in space, according to a U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, or DIA, analysis, before re-entering the atmosphere and impacting the terrestrial target. Later, some Pentagon officials acknowledged that China had also dropped a submunition in the South China Sea during its hypersonic flight. Even with the most sophisticated hypersonic program, Russia has not demonstrated this capacity. Furthermore, China may potentially deploy its hypersonic missiles to attack American assets in the Pacific as a result of the escalating conflicts between the US and China in the Indo-Pacific region. Russia, the only country in the world to do so, has already fired its Kinzhal hypersonic missile against a target inside Ukrainian territory. China claims to have created the first anti-hypersonic defense system in the world, which would be able to intercept hypersonic missiles. However, tracking and intercepting a hypersonic missile remains difficult due to its unpredictable trajectory. In addition to fielding a hypersonic weapon of its own, the U.S. is doing everything it can to erect a powerful defense against hypersonic missiles.